Local 10's Ian Margol is live with their message. Ian.
So this was called the Law and Order Rally. You can see there's only about a dozen people still here at this point. It started at 2 o'clock today. At the biggest point, there were about 150 people here in Bayfront Park and in boats on the bay, and all of them saying they're here to support the police and President Trump.
We support the police!
At a rally in Bayfront Park on Sunday, people chanted their support of police and President Donald Trump.
We support Trump!
The gathering, called the Rally for Law and Order, was organized in response to widespread and much larger Black Lives Matter protests that have sprung up all over South Florida and around the country.
So what we're doing is saying, hey, there's room for everybody. We don't have an issue with protesting, but when it turns into vandalism, looting, burning, that's where we draw the line right here.
Things were peaceful for most of the day, but it did get tense for a while. While most of the members of the rally were in Bayfront Park or in boats on Biscayne Bay, some Black Lives Matter protesters were sitting nearby at the Christopher Columbus statue. While they sat silently in protest, people wearing clothing bearing the name Proud Boys stood in front of them and taunted them, claiming to be there to protect the statue.
Kneel down!
The Proud Boys are a well-known neo-fascist right-wing group, and while several of the people at the Law and Order rally were wearing clothing bearing that name, most people there were not. Things did get a little hairy when the small group of BLM protesters marched through the Law and Order rally, but both groups quickly separated and went their own ways. And as you can see, this is wrapping up at this point. About an hour ago, all of the boats cleared out, and then the people here have since just started to leave. Again, there were about 150 people here on land and on the boats, and except for that very brief moment when things did get a little bit tense, stayed totally peaceful all day. Live at Bayfront Park, I'm Ian Margol, Local 10 News.